Absolute chaos. Betrayal. A knife directly in the back of the family. The bloodline didn't just fracture, it exploded into a million pieces, and the entire landscape of WWE Raw and SmackDown will never, ever be the same again. Welcome to Slam Nation. If you are sitting there right now with your jaw on the floor, you are not alone. Nobody expected this moment. Nobody saw the monster coming. Look at the screen right now. Look at the absolute disbelief in the eyes of the OTC, the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns. For years, he controlled WWE with an iron fist. He dictated the rules, he handed out the punishments, and he demanded acknowledgement. But tonight, the hunter became the absolute prey. We all knew Jacob Fatu was a dangerous, unpredictable weapon. We knew that when Solo Sikoa unleashed the werewolf of the Samoan dynasty, WWE was in trouble. But what happened next shocked everyone to their absolute core. Fatu didn't just follow orders tonight. He went completely rogue. In a moment of pure, unadulterated backstage tension that boiled over into the live arena, Jacob Fatu did the unthinkable. He locked eyes with Roman Reigns, refused a direct order, and unleashed a savage, career-altering assault that left the tribal chief unconscious in a pool of his own family's legacy. The WWE Universe exploded after this happened. The sound in that arena wasn't just a pop, it was a collective scream of terror and excitement. Hey, look, if you love intense WWE drama, shocking betrayals, and massive wrestling moments just like this, do yourself a huge favor right now. Smash that like button, subscribe to Slam Nation, share this video with your fellow wrestling fans, and drop a comment right now telling me whose side you are on. Turn on those notifications because things in WWE are only getting crazier from here, and you do not want to miss a single second of this ride. But wait. If you think the bloodline drama was the only thing tearing WWE apart this week, you are dead wrong. Let's shift our eyes directly over to WWE Raw Chaos, because the Second City Saint, CM Punk, just blew the roof off the building with a shocking return that nobody, and I mean nobody, expected at this exact moment. Fans could not believe what they were seeing. Punk didn't come out to cut a fun, nostalgic promo. He didn't come out to hit his usual poses. He came out with a microphone in one hand and a target painted directly on the back of the biggest superstars in the company. The backstage tension before he walked through that curtain was reportedly at an all-time high. Rumors are swirling that top officials didn't even know he was in the building until his music hit the speakers. And look at Seth Rollins. Look at the sheer hatred radiating off the visionary. This completely changed everything for the Raw brand's championship picture. Rollins and Punk have a rivalry that isn't just scripted entertainment, it feels deeply personal, deeply bitter, and ready to boil over into a literal war. Rollins was ready to claim his spot at the top of the mountain, but Punk's shadow just eclipsed the entire division. The emotional storytelling here is top tier. You can feel the resentment through the screen. Punk is back to claim what he believes is rightfully his, but Rollins is screaming at the top of his lungs that Punk is a parasite who doesn't belong in his ring. The question hanging over the entire arena was simple: who is going to draw first blood in this psychological war? Meanwhile, over on SmackDown, the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is learning a brutal lesson: wearing the crown makes you the ultimate target. Winning the title was a fairy tale, but keeping it is turning into an absolute nightmare. Things became even more chaotic backstage during the broadcast. Cody was scheduled for a standard interview, but before the cameras could even focus, a surprise attack left the champion reeling. The security footage was frantic, the audio was muffled by screams, and by the time officials arrived, the perpetrator was gone into the night. WWE rumors are working overtime right now, guys. Word behind the scenes is that this attack wasn't random. Some insiders are hinting that Solo Sikoa ordered the hit to keep Cody distracted, while others are whispering something far more terrifying: could Roman Reigns be playing a double game to manipulate Cody into an alliance? The unexpected twists in this narrative are keeping every single wrestling fan awake at night. Cody Rhodes wanted to be a fighting champion. He wanted to give the WWE Universe a hero they could believe in every single week. But when you are surrounded by vipers, wolves, and tribal chiefs, being a hero might just get you taken out permanently. The suspense is killing me, because every single time Cody defends that title, it feels like the walls are closing in on his dream. To truly understand the high stakes of what we are witnessing today, we have to look back at the history that built this ground. Exactly 9 years ago, on May 15, 2017, WWE Raw hosted a legendary battle that perfectly mirrors the chaos we are seeing right now: Roman Reigns vs. Finn Bálor in a full-match showcase of pure desperation and willpower. Back then, Roman Reigns wasn't the tribal chief. He was the big dog, fighting tooth and nail to claim WWE as his yard, while Finn Bálor was the ultimate, resilient underdog willing to sacrifice his own body to destroy the chosen corporate giant. The fan reactions in the arena that night were completely split, creating a toxic, electric atmosphere where every single strike felt like a car crash. Bálor was flying high, the crowd was screaming, but Roman Reigns showed that lethal, predatory instinct that would eventually define his historic championship run. He caught Bálor mid-air with a devastating spear that shook the very foundation of the ring. Why does this matter today? Because it proves that Roman Reigns has always been at his most dangerous when his back is completely against the wall. Whether it's 2017 against Finn Bálor or 2026 against his own bloodline, Roman Reigns does not break. He evolves. And Jacob Fatu might have just awakened the most ruthless version of Roman Reigns we have ever seen. Fast forward back to the absolute madness of tonight. The backstage area after the broadcast went off the air was described as a literal melting point. Superstars were gathered around monitors in absolute shock. Writers were scrambling. Triple H was spotted behind closed doors in a heated, intense conversation with SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis. The rumor mill is absolutely exploding with speculation. Are we headed toward a massive, multi-man war that combines the absolute best of Raw and SmackDown? Will CM Punk demand a match with Seth Rollins before the next major event, or will Rollins find a way to get Punk suspended before they can even lock up in the ring? And what about Jacob Fatu? Is he the new leader of the Rogue Bloodline, or is he just a mercenary doing the dirty work for a higher power we haven't even seen yet? The suspense is at an all-time maximum level. WWE has mastered the art of cinematic, emotional storytelling, making us care about every single family tie, every broken friendship, and every championship dream. The battle lines have been drawn in permanent ink. The locker rooms are divided. The champions are bleeding, the challengers are starving, and the monsters have finally broken off their chains. We are living through an unforgettable era of wrestling history, and tonight was the night that changed the rules of the game forever. When you look at how the locker room reacted, it tells you everything you need to know. Nobody was celebrating. The sheer weight of what Jacob Fatu did tonight resonated through every hall of that arena. Backstage, legends were whispering, current stars were looking over their shoulders, and the security team looked utterly helpless. If the tribal chief can be broken down like this, what does that mean for the rest of the roster? It means nobody is safe. It means the thin veil of order in WWE has been completely ripped apart. Let us look deeper into the motivations of Solo Sikoa. For months, he has claimed he is doing this for the good of the family. He claimed that Roman Reigns lost his way after WrestleMania. But what we saw tonight was not a family correction. It was a hostile takeover. Solo didn't just sit on the sidelines, he watched with a cold, calculated smile as Jacob Fatu completely destroyed the man who put this family on the map. This completely changed everything we thought we knew about Solo's loyalty. He isn't trying to save the bloodline, he is trying to build an empire of ash, and he doesn't care who he has to burn to achieve it. And what about the fans? The reactions online are a mix of absolute fury and twisted excitement. Millions of people are taking to social media, debating whether Roman Reigns deserved this fate after years of psychological torment against his cousins, or if Solo Sikoa has officially crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. Some fans are even celebrating Jacob Fatu as the true savior of the brand, a chaotic force that will finally bring unpredictable danger back to the main event picture. The wrestling world is completely divided, and that is exactly what makes this era so addictive. You cannot look away because you genuinely do not know which way the pendulum will swing next. Think about the psychological damage this does to Roman Reigns. The tribal chief was built on the foundation of absolute respect and loyalty. His entire identity is tied to being the head of the table. Now that the table has been smashed over his own head, how does he recover? Does he return as a vengeful monster, or will the weight of this ultimate betrayal break his spirit permanently? We have seen Roman come back from defeats, we have seen him overcome injuries, but we have never seen him completely rejected and battered by his own blood in this manner. The emotional depth of this story is reaching a breaking point, and the payoff is going to be historic. Then we have to address the chaotic storm that is CM Punk on Raw. Punk's presence alone alters the gravity of the entire show. When he stands in that ring, every word out of his mouth feels like an unscripted explosion. He has the unique ability to make every opponent look completely desperate before they even exchange blows. His return has thrown the entire creative direction of Raw into total disarray. Superstars who thought they had a clear path to the championship are now realizing they have to climb over the smartest, most manipulative wrestler in modern history. The backstage tension is palpable, and every single meeting behind closed doors is rumored to be about how to handle the Second City Saint. Seth Rollins is not a man who backs down from a fight. He has carried the Raw brand on his back through thick and thin, and he views CM Punk as an interloper, a ghost from the past trying to steal the spotlight from the people who actually built the current golden age of WWE. When these two finally share the same space, the air in the arena thickens. It is a rivalry built on genuine, deep-seated philosophical differences. Rollins believes in the grind, the loyalty, and the flag of WWE. Punk believes in his own legacy, his own power, and changing the system from within. This is not just a match, it is a battle for the very soul of Monday Night Raw. And let us not forget the looming shadow of Cody Rhodes on the blue brand. Cody wanted the pressure, he wanted the crown, and now he has it. But a champion without an ally is just a target waiting to be hit. With the Bloodline civil war escalating to terrifying new heights, Cody finds himself caught in the crossfire of a war he didn't start. If Solo Sikoa takes total control of SmackDown, Cody's title reign is in immediate, existential danger. He cannot fight off an entire dynasty by himself, and the list of people he can trust is shrinking to zero. The suspense is building to an unbearable level as we approach the next major event. This story is far from over, and you know Slam Nation is going to be here breaking down every single shocking update, backstage rumor, and massive return the second it drops. Do not get left behind. Hit that subscribe button right now, smash the like button to show your love for the drama, share this video with every wrestling group you know, and drop a comment below. Are you Team Roman Reigns, Team Cody Rhodes, or are you riding with the absolute chaos of CM Punk and Jacob Fatu? Let your voice be heard in the comments. Thank you for watching Slam Nation, stay locked in, and we will see you next time when the chaos hits the fan.